Do you smell that? Craig was standing in the kitchen of the Manatee Bay Inn with Addie. It smells like smoke. Addie frowned and looked around. Did you leave anything on? No, I haven't put anything on except the coffee machine, Craig said, sniffing the air and trying to find the source of it. I need some coffee. I can't sleep after... Emily stopped inside the kitchen door and eyed her brother curiously. What are you doing? We can smell smoke, Addie told Emily, who didn't even look in her direction. She was still mad at Addie for keeping secrets from her, secrets that had led to the breakup of her engagement to Nate. Craig? Emily walked towards her brother, ignoring Addie. Can you smell that? Craig looked at Emily. Something's burning. Emily sniffed the air. Yes, I can smell it. She followed the smell, testing various places in the kitchen as she tried to locate the source of the smoke. It doesn't have an electrical smell, and it's more like a paper smell. There! Emily pointed to the kitchen floorboards. Is there wiring under there? Addie's brows creased. Emily's right, it doesn't smell like an electrical fire. It smells more like wood or... Craig sniffed a few more times. Paper, Emily said once again, her eyes widened. You don't think it's coming from the basement, do you? Craig crouched down on the floor. Yes, it was coming from beneath the kitchen. We need to go check the basement, Emily told Craig, turning towards the back door that led out from the kitchen. Where does Grandpops keep his fire extinguishers? I think in here. Craig jumped up and took a few long strides to the broom closet, reaching in and getting the fire extinguisher. It's a multi-purpose one. Let us just hope if there is a fire, it's not a big one, and it's something this can put out. He held up the red canister. I think I saw another one in the guest lounge of the inn, Addie said. I'll go get it. He handed Emily the one he had. Get Grandpop's keys from the... Craig frowned, seeing their grandfather's bunch of keys missing from the rack just inside the kitchen door where he usually left them. He turned back to the broom closet, pulling out a crowbar. Change of plans. Craig looked at Addie. Addie, I need you to go wake everyone and get some flashlights. Please also phone the emergency services. It's better to be safe than sorry. Emily, you go get the second fire extinguisher and meet me at the basement. Craig took the red canister he'd given his sister back and headed for the back door. Let's move it. Sage, Jake coughed. You have to conserve your oxygen. Stop pushing those boxes. We can't let them burn. We need to get them as far away from the fire as possible. Sage doubled over, coughing from the smoke. She was wearing half of Jake's shirt as a mask, while he wore the other half of it as one. Most of the boxes against the far wall, where the fire was, belonged to the inn. Jake had moved as many boxes as far away from the fire as he could. He'd tried dousing the fire with some cotton curtains he'd found, soaked in the big bottles of water stored in the basement. Jake was sure that the walls and the boxes had been covered with gasoline. He could smell it when he neared that section, which made him nervous. Before he got to the fire, it had already spread across the floor and was reaching out its hot fingers toward the other wall. Sage had done her best to pull Annie's boxes to the other side of the room. That's when they uncovered a very large walk-in refrigerator that wasn't on. It was being used as a storage room, as far as Jake could see when they'd opened it and looked in. As soon as he'd tried to contain the fire as best he could, he and Sage were going to hide in there. It wasn't the best idea, but it was their only option, with the basement doors having been locked from the outside. And at least the refrigerator was airtight, and they may have a chance of surviving if they were not found soon. The smoke was filling up the basement fast. It burned his eyes as he'd tried to dig a trench through the hard-packed soil of the basement floor with a shovel. Jim kept all his gardening tools in the basement. If Jake could divide the room like the firefighters did to slow down forest fires, it would hopefully slow down this fire.